some really clever ideas for summer entertaining this morning with Cloverfield's Farm and Kitchen's Janine Washle. She is doing a lighter take on the Kentucky Classic Hot Brown. I like a hot brown, but the idea of one in the middle of summer is just, ugh, it's too much.
It's so heavy. It's
It
comfort
is.
food. It's true comfort food. You have a white sauce that's loaded with cheese, which you know, makes it. They call it a Mornay
Rich,
sauce. It
yes.
makes it very rich, and you can't really duplicate those flavors. It's a sauce, and it has to be warm, or it becomes this weird white pudding. You know, when it gels.
Right.
And so it was a challenge for me. It's like, how do I get those flavors across into something that we could eat in the summer?
Poolside.
And if you're at the pool, or sometimes, you know, we'll rent a houseboat and a bunch of us will get together and share food, and a lot of times we haven't known each other except for the weekend. And it's nice to have something that represents your state or where you're from. And that's why I had this challenge in my head to come up with this. So I think I've succeeded. My husband, who is a connoisseur of hot browns, helped me along with this. And so
he gives it a thumbs up?
He gives this a thumbs up. He didn't the first 2 tries, but he gives the 3rd try a thumbs up. So here's how we did it. So I took a pack of cream cheese. You could use low fat, full fat, you know, whatever you would like. And you add a 1.5 cups of freshly grated Parmesan, and then a 1/2 cup of sour cream, just to loosen everything up. What basically happens is that the Parmesan lightly toasts in here in the beginning, and then we add our roasted turkey. In this case, the classic is roasted turkey, and we just go ahead and add it here because really it's about the same color as the cheese. It adds a savoriness to the cheese. And this is where I kept getting lost. I was like, it just tastes like cheese and turkey. And so the challenge was to create that savory sensation of a sauce and a little bit of warmth. And I achieved that with simple Worcestershire sauce and hot sauce. And so that's how you get your savoriness in there. And so you mix all this together like this, so you can serve it warm, or you can serve it cool, and it's very pleasant. You know, it's smooth. It's when you have a canapé
that smells
spread.
good. Now that I can smell it with the hot sauce in
and then you add a little bit more of the
sour cream.
Sour cream. It ends up being a cup of sour cream. Again, you could do your low-fat sour cream, and at this point you can spread it on your tray. Now I played around over there. You know, it's the bread, and then you put the sauce and the turkey over it, and then you put a couple of slices of tomato, and then you make an X with bacon. So I thought, well, why don't I play with it like that? But you could just as easily do what we're going to do here and just put this on the
I'm just
plate.
playing around
Oh
over
no,
here.
that's
I don't know
fine.
what you had intended.
No, that's
I
exactly.
just started throwing some toast on there. So just little pieces of toasted bread. You've cut the crust off.
And I put it on the grill so that we get that good charred flavor, kind of like bruschetta. You know how it has that yummy charred flavor, and it's kind of summery that way. And you spread it out that way. And if you could take the tomatoes and just top it with the tomatoes, and we'll just scatter it over. So you can make this as fancy as you want, or as casual as you want. This is great poolside. Oh yes, it's great for a houseboat trip. As you can see, it's as sturdy as all get out. It's simple. You can pick up tomatoes at roadside stands down in Cumberland County. You know, when we go, we always stop at the roadside stands to get this fresh produce that's available, and then we have to add bacon on it.
I have to add the bacon, so I can just
we'll just scatter that, and see, it's just as pretty. If you want to be fussy about it, be fussy about it. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. It's still delicious, warm or cold.
I want to show folks what you brought, and then we'll just tell you that you can get the recipes for these other ideas by contacting Janine through our website. Clever idea for a layered salad. Instead of putting it on a plate, put it in a tomato or in a mason jar, and a sand castle made out of Rice Krispie treats with edible sand. Janine will share all these ideas with you if you get in touch with her, and we have a link on our website, wdrb.com. Go to the morning page. Sterling?